Hi everyone, welcome. So today I'll be showing you how I made this inside Blender. I was working on a project while doing my usual scroll through the internet when I stumbled upon some absolutely mind-blowing rendering. Seriously, they were so amazing that I had one of those am I even good enough moments? You know the kind, right? I've got some experience with Blender now, sure, but so those rendering made me feel like I need to step up my game. So I decided to take on a challenge and push myself to new heights with the following runner in the following video. Anyway, for the sake of saving time, and in all my videos I try to keep it as quick as possible, and this video is no different. So to give you a little bit of context of how I did this, there is some steps to keep in mind. Step 1 is to model the skeleton of the room. Step 2 is to light it. Step 3 is to give the floor ceilings on the floor their materials. Step 4 is to go out of Blender and start fishing some really nice free assets. Personally, I mostly use CG Trader, but 3D Sky seems to have some really nice free assets too. Before starting though, there is something I didn't mention in the first part of the video. References image are everything. Instagram, Pinterest or Behance full of nice references images, full of interior scenes with a lot of details, so I could steal from them. Enough chit chat now, let me get into it. Okay, let me just turn off everything so you can just see the skeleton. Okay, so step 1, I made this skeleton of the room. You see just tiny boxes with the wall, ceilings and material and the floor. Okay, because I usually export my scene to a Unreal Engine, I keep everything separated. I'll explain why maybe in future videos. Okay, so yeah, that's the skeleton. Now we have let me turn on the door and window. Now we have this door I imported from CG Trader, and this window I made using the Archimesh add-on. So step 2, lighting. I wanted to use this spotlight to emulate some trees, but I changed my mind after finding out that the HDRI setup, let me show you the HDRI setup. I found out that the HDRI setup worked well enough to remove it, okay? It's just two HDRI, as you can see, mixed together with a mixed shader node. If you want to know more about it, just go and watch my last video I made about my HDRI setup, okay? But before moving further, I set up my cameras. As you can see, this triangle, this one, this one, yeah, okay, and this one. I found out the trees angle are more than enough and work very well. So step 3 is to give materials to the wall and the floor and the ceiling. I did the parquet, okay, to simulate the deformation on the floor and the ceiling. And for the material, it's very simple. If you look at it, it's just a simple plaster material for the wall. I download from the Blender kit add-on, okay. And while looking at the references image, I found that it will look nice with a wood material up and down to give this nice contrast between the ceiling, the floor, and the wall. Okay. Now we have to fill our room with some nice assets. And on this particular scene, I wanted a Japandi decor with some simple, cool wooden and minimalist assets. Except from the carpet down here, let me turn on the assets so you can see them. Okay. Except from the carpet down here and the frames on the wall. Okay, I downloaded on 3D Sky. Everything has been downloaded on CG Trader. I'm really sorry I did not record my screen during the process to put the link of for the assets, but anyway, you can download the scene if you want to on my Patreon for free, of course. And also, as architects or Archviz artists, it's really fine to download assets instead of modeling them. Sometimes, if I can find exactly what I want to, I choose to model it. But if we have to model everything ourselves, every project will be an endless nightmare. So it is totally fine to do it and still call yourself artist. Okay. And to be fair enough, I am unable to model something like this in 3 hours. After filling the room, this is what it looked like. And you can see that from this angle, the outside look quite unnatural. This is why I downloaded these buildings from Blender Kit and duplicated the other way. Let me show you. Okay. And duplicated the other way around so we can have this nice reflection on the glasses. So yeah, I think that it's a great space to take your morning coffee or mastering your meditation skills. Maybe that's a little bit too much function given for it. What I want to say is that I'm pretty satisfied with the result and the output quality of the images. The lighting is also well done, I think, adding a bit dose of realism in it. Okay, that's it. This is the room. Requires successful attempt. So yeah, subscribe if you like the breakdown and tell me what will change here if you're giving the opportunity. If you have some tips and tricks. That's it for this video. See you in the next one. Bye bye.